I'm pleased to say that we can get more on this. Babar Baloch joins me now from Geneva in Switzerland. He is a UNHCR spokesperson. It's almost incredible to me, Babar, sometimes, given what we're seeing every single day in Gaza, that in many ways there are countries that absolutely dwarf the number of displaced people in Gaza. We were hearing 11 million in Sudan, 13 million in Syria. What's driving these increases in displacement?
Indeed, and thank you very much. I mean, it's a chilling number. It's a staggering number, and this report that we come out with every year is a health check on humanity's situation around the world. And as you were mentioning, the signals, the signs are not good. So we need more solidarity with those people who are displaced, with refugees. But there are also some signs of hope, which says that humanity is still alive. And this is a revelation in the report that majority of the world's refugees and displaced are hosted by the poorest communities in the neighboring countries, debunking this myth that all displaced want to reach or go to the rich countries. If we look at the number itself, it used to be 1 in more than 100, which used to be displaced a couple of years ago. Now it's 1 in 69. 120 million people displaced. If you compare it to a country's population, it would be the size of Japan. So we don't like to make these comparisons. It used to be small, and this number is growing. The worry is if we are not able to address conflict, if more conflicts pop up, and we are not able as a global community to support the displaced population and those who are hosting them, things would just get worse. Let's not say it, but we don't want to reach a situation where today is 1 in 69 displaced. Tomorrow it could be 1 in 30, 1 in 20. So the world has to act, and the time to act is now.
Yeah, it's a scary prospect. Isn't the reality, though, that if the global community isn't laser focused on achieving lasting peace in places like Gaza, in places like Sudan, where, if we're honest, opportunities have been missed, then these conflicts will just keep rearing their heads again and again, and civilians will pay the price. So I'd like to repeat to you a question that you ask in your own report. How can the international community better achieve lasting solutions?
There are ways, and as I was saying, there are signs of hope when the most poorest can step forward to take up the world's responsibility to care for the displaced. Why can't the others? So the focus has to be to solve the situation, bring peace, because as a refugee, as a displaced people, the one thing that the person wants to do is go back home as soon as possible. No one wants to be a refugee. This is something which is forced on individuals, and it's a horrible thing to happen to anyone. And that's why we see most of refugees and displaced population stay closer. One is to focus on solving the situation. The other is to bring the support that people need as human beings, to restore hope in their lives, to restore dignities. No one wants to live on charities all life long, but the way we have seen it, that once conflict starts, there's no end to it. We have seen it in Afghanistan, we have seen it in Syria, we have seen it in other situations. The world has to act now.
Your report also mentions climate change and how climate change may well exacerbate this going forward. Why is that?
Exactly. You have the man-made disasters in like the wars and conflicts that we have. Then what we as human beings are doing to the nature, it also has consequences. So what happens is people who are already displaced, they are affected by climate change. And then to the communities that they go to, they're also poor, who don't have resources. And we add to that the climate emergency. It is just making life miserable, not only for those who are hosting displaced population, but also for the displaced themselves.
Okay, Babar Baloch from Switzerland. Really appreciate you coming on the show today.
Thank you.